Hello guys, it is me SubZeroExtabyte once again, and today I am going to show all of you my realistic dream house, and it is going to be a fantastic house, and I think that all of you would like to see what my dream house would look like. And no, it isn't going to be any modern house. I don't like those houses, and in Minecraft survival they are just impossible to build because of all the snow and other weird stuff that you need. But if that is your piece of cake, then by all means, go for that housemate and enjoy gathering the stuff and making an amazing house. So, this is the base layer of my house, and as you can see, this does not really look that big. Well, that is because it is going to expand a bit when we get into it. So, it is now almost done. We just need the floor, and then we can already like in here, and we could just place a couple of stuff like a chest, a crafting table, maybe a furnace and an anvil or something. That would really be great, and I hope that we can do that, and then that we are going to get an amazing house, and that you guys think that I am really cool. And my house of course as well, because without my house I wouldn't be on this level of the cool factor. So I mean, I have all my stuff thanks to my house, and I should give it some credit. So yeah, this is it boys. We are just going to add some windows now, and then this is my dream house. We can expand slowly and just keep doing that until we have a mansion, but I don't think that I am going to expand real soon. I am really glad how I live right now. So I hope you guys like this video, and I am going to say goodbye to all of you, and I will see you in the next one. No, I am just kidding, this is not my dream house, and no, this is also not the end of the video, but this is just the beginning of the video, and this is just the beginning of my dream house. Well, it is more going to be a little shed or something of my realistic dream house, but we need like support beams and stuff because this house is going to realistic, and then in realistic mode you have to have all of these weird beams and stuff that keep the house up and that are just amazing, and that your house actually stays up and that it doesn't fall down and stuff, because that would not really be nice if your entire house that you worked so hard on just caved in with you inside, and then you would be trapped by your dream that failed. So I don't think that would really feel that great. But now we are just taking the base stuff that we are going to need for our house, and it is inspired by some dark logs and some birchwood planks, and that combination of dark and light is really nice. And then of course we are going to have a lot of natural light into our house. And we also have a door, but I think that the door part is just coming at the end. We just need the shape first. So we already have this support beam shape, and now it is just a matter of filling it all up with these birchwood planks, and then we are good to go. We are just going to fill all first layers, and then it will be really easy to build the rest. But now we kind of already have a house shape and form there, it will just be really easy, and then we can just do the rest by closing our eyes, or we keep them open and make it even more amazing. But we are just going to make one hell of a house out of this, and then I am going to be really proud of it, and then everything will be very cool. So, these support beams are basically those connect spots when you get a drawing and you need to connect the dots, and when you have done all the dots you get a picture or a drawing, all thanks to a couple of lines. And this is basically that. Only then when I finish this drawing I get a house, and not a picture of a lion which looks really angry, but a house. Yeah, that sounds alright. So right now, we have already connected the dots, and right now we just need to fill in these lines in between the beams, and when we have connected those lines then we just place window panels in the middle. Sounds really easy, right? And it even is really easy, so that is just fantastic, and I think that anyone could build a house just like this, if you are not too crazy with the shapes that you are going to throw into your house. But if you do that, then I think if you are really good with it, then I think you could make the house really cool with that technique. I just went with a simple route, and this is just fantastic because this is really simple, and I think that it already looks great. But we are almost done with all of these window panels, and then we can move to the next stage. But don't you guys think that this house looks absolutely great? Well, I think that this house is just fantastic. It is really elegant with the light and the dark, and all the windows just finish the look. And I think that it is a bit too much window in our house, but that is just what makes it so special, I think. So that is something that I really like about this house. But right now we are done with the windowing stage, and now we are beginning with the support beam stage, and this is just going to be a great thing right now. We are just going to make all these support beams great, and then the house will look even better, and then it is just going to be even more great. And the other great thing about support beams is that they keep your house intact, and then you don't really need to worry about your house caving in and stuff. So yeah, that is a really great thing that not all houses have, but ours does have that, and that is just fantastic if I do say so myself. So now we are done with the support beaming from the outside, but we still need to do all of that on the inside, But first we need a floor where we can lay the support beams on, because otherwise it wouldn't make sense if they were just on top of the grass. But we are going for a quite dark look for our floor because I think that will match really nice, and it is a bit of a mix of both blocks. The really dark wood and the birch wood together is a bit of this. We could also go for oak, but I think that oak looks just a bit too light, but that is alright because we are not going to need that at night. I don't know why I mention what I need at night, but I can share everything with you guys, so I'll just go ahead and say that sometimes I go for a warm milk glass at night and then I can sleep really well, and then I feel really great, and then everything is alright and I can sleep again. And not to mention that I am going to keep this house one floor everything, so literally everything needs to be down here on the main floor. I won't be having an attic, although I am going to make a really high roof, but I am not going to make an attic because I need myself some support beams that I can look up to, and that is something that is a bit more important than having an attic, because that keeps the house from caving in, so that is just fantastic if we do that and not the other way around, because I would like an attic, don't get me wrong, but I would also really like to have some support beams that keep my house from caving in when I am inside, and I don't want to be caught by surprise by my own house. But the floor is done and I have all of these support beams on the inside in place, but still I don't really like some stuff about my house, and I am just going to need to adapt to some things, and then I think I will be good, and then the house will look even better, because this support beam that was over here didn't really look great, and I don't think we really hurt the house with destroying that one because we have got plenty left, and I think that it looks really great like this. But we can start with the ceiling, I guess. Well, it is not really going to be a ceiling, it is more going to be a start of the roof, so we can start making that, but I guess that this will look really great from the outside, and I guess that it will also look good from the inside, but we are just going to see for ourselves. But we have got the roof almost done, and I think that this looks great the way we have done this, and now the question is how we are going to do the roof itself, but I guess that we just need to figure that out by ourselves because no one else is going to make a roof. But we are going to make it from stone, and I think that the grate will match pretty well with the rest of the house, and I hope that it will look fantastic. But we are just going to make the roof, and then when we are done with the roof we will see for ourselves if the roof looks fantastic or not. So let's go ahead and make this roof, and I hope that it will look fantastic. But first we needed this little door spot so we can get in when the ceiling is not open anymore, because otherwise we would have to destroy block every time, and that wouldn't really be that nice. So a door is just a way better alternative. But now we have the base shape of our roof, and I think that it looks pretty good. We are just going to have it stick out a little bit like they did in the medieval times, and I think that those houses just look fantastic. But we are just going to see if this stone roof that we are so busy with looks great or doesn't look great on our house in a minute. We are just going to finish it anyway. If we really don't like the result of the roof, then I guess that we can always just place a bunch of stairs on top of the roof, and then you would barely see the stone. It wouldn't really be a pickle if that happened, so I think that I am good with it, and that I am just going to finish this amazing stone roof, and that I am going to be happy with it however it turns out. But we have got it almost at the point that it is finished, so I think that when it is finished it will look fantastic. We just need to finish that one little shape that is not inside of our main roof, but we will have a little alternative roof on top of that one. So right now let's just finish this roof, and from there we can take steps a little further and do some real advanced techniques that you guys probably have never seen before because they are so advanced. So I am going to show you those techniques, and it is just going to be fun and stuff. But we need to finish this first. Hold up, I want a little small roof for this extra bit. That would look pretty good, I think. So, let's just do that and then see how that looks. We could also just make a flat roof, but that looks really bad, so I think that a small replica of the roof what we just built would look a whole lot better, so let's just make that, and then I think that it looks alright, and it kind of actually looks better than alright. We just connect it and then we got one hell of a roof on here. Look at this, man. It looks absolutely fantastic like this, and I really like it how it is right now. The inside of the house is still coming, so don't even worry about that. It's time from the inside will come, and that is where our second advanced technique will come in. But first let's close this in so the rain doesn't come inside of the house. See, it looks really good right now, and now we can go ahead and do other crams stuff that would make the house look more detailed and just overall better. And I hope that I find myself some amazing looking crams, and then I think that this house is totally amazing. We also need some support beams in the roof, but that time will come because I am still not totally sure if I do want an attic or not, because I am probably not even going to use it, but it would still be nice because of all the storage area. But we could turn it into an attic later, and if that doesn't really work out, then we could always just dig a basement. Sure, it wouldn't be as cool as an attic, but I mean it is something, and I really like basements, so I am not sure what I should do right now. But I guess time will tell what we are going to do, and we are just going to look and see what is going to be best for us, and then we will go on from there and well see what is the best option and what is the worst option. And I think the best option is still going to be an attic, but then the support beams are going to be in the way. But that is alright because I just placed an extra support beam, so I think one support beam could go away. But I think I really want to have all of this to be amazing with support beams and stuff, because that would just be great. See, look at this. Does this not look fantastic? Well, I think it looks fantastic, and right now I think this looks totally amazing like this, and I am sure that if we look up from down there that this looks really great, and that it looks really realistic, and that this is the thing that hold this house together. And the really large beam looks pretty great up there, and we have got a lot of space like this, so I think that I really like it like this, that we have a visible support beam on top of us, but we still have a lot of space in the house. I think it just looks great like this, and if I have to be honest, I don't want an attic, so I guess that on the long run I might just make an entrance somewhere for a basement, and then I am just going to store some stuff that I don't really need down there, and that will be great. Just like this carpet is really great, and this bedroom that is not really going to be a room but more a corner, so this is going to be the bed corner, and that will just be amazing. If we just place two beds like this, then I think that looks really great, and we can place something in the hole in between them, not sure what, but we could fit in some crams, and then it is just going to look great whatever is there. Like this, it looks kind of dumb, but that is okay because let's just take some other stuff, and then with its stuff I think it will look way better. See, like with these fences it already looks a bit better, and we can't fall out of bed anymore, which is also really great, so I think that I really like that, and that this is just fantastic how we have it right now, and that we are having a really nice house at the moment, and that it is just great right now. The only thing that I am missing are some paintings or something, but that will come with a bit of time. I am not really sure where I should hang my paintings, but I mean I do have a lot of space up here, so I guess that would be a great place for some paintings. But first let's just do some other stuff, and that will just also look good. But I guess that these paintings that I am going to hang also just are going to look fantastic. I am going to hang them up there, and then I don't want such a big one, so I am going to use the really advanced boxing in technique, and then you will only have small ones, and not only big ones. So, you just follow my lead and block the area in around where you want your painting to be. And as you can see, it is really easy, so that is just great. So, you just do that, and then you place a painting inside of that frame, or however you want to call it, and then the painting has nowhere to expand, so it is just going to be a little painting, and then you are going to be happy that you don't have such a big painting, and that is just fantastic. So that was the boxing in technique. It is a technique that was used by the ancient Minecraft players, and I don't really think that the newer ones caught up on that technique. But that is still the best technique yet to place your paintings in, so that is just fantastic. So we are almost done with all these things, and we just need a sign that says that this is a pro house, and that this pro house has been built by us, because we built it, and that people that come around this greatness would lay their eyes upon that sign and then know that the great sub built this house that does not have a symmetrical roof. So let me just fix that real quick, because this is the first time that I have noticed this, so that is just great that I notice it at all. I was looking at the house and I found it really weird that it wasn't symmetrical, but now it is, and I can be glad, and I can kind of have peace with that. And it would just also look dumb if we didn't make this little replica of the roof symmetrical with the rest. So now this also looks great, and now everything looks great, so I think I fulfilled my job as a house designer for the day. So I am not sure what you guys like more, the kind of unfinished pro house, or the noob house that does look really noob. But what I am sure of is that this is the end of the video, sadly, and that hopefully I will see all of you once again, maybe just in the next video, and then I will see all of you guys later. Bye guys.